this 2021. Be informed. Be guided. Be inspired. As the Office of the PSDS proudly presents the Chronicles of an Outstanding and Inspiring Leaders.
Hello everyone! Welcome back to my leadership channel, the Hector Macalalag Leadership Channel. And we have in another episode now with the Chronicles of Inspiring and Outstanding Leader. Isa sa mga hinahangaan kong leader sa Bislig City Division ay guest natin ngayong hapon na ito. So friends, I would like to present to you Dr. Lucille Abunales. Yay! Welcome to the Hector Macalalag Leadership Channel, particularly in this segment, the Chronicles of Inspiring and Outstanding Leader. I'm sure you are both inspiring and outstanding kasi you are guest now here. So let us start, Lucille, Dr. Lucille, with your leadership journey. So kailan ka nagsimula sa iyong leadership journey?
Basically, I was a leader when I was in school. I was in high school. I was the president of the Students Association, and when I was in college, I was also a leader in my organization. In the college where I was enrolled. And as a teacher or in the Department of Education, I started my journey as a leader when I was assigned as the officer in charge during that time that my principal was on sick leave for a year. I was a teacher.
1 year talaga?
Yes, sir, because she got sick. So I took the challenge of being the OIC of a big school that it was Karangkab Elementary School. That was where.
Are you prepared to be the OIC that time?
No.
Oh, yes.
But I had trainings already. I already had experiences with my previous school head because I was assigned in the office to help out as an academic teacher and as an advisor, also an academic teacher to help in the work as a planning in charge. I do the planning when I was a teacher. So when I was assigned as the OIC, because at that time, unfortunately, my school head was sick. So that was for a year. And
so, do you have plan this will, temporary lang ba ito? Or this will tuloy-tuloy na ito? This will take long?
Actually, I told myself I will never be a principal. I will never be a head of a school because that was very challenging. The year was very challenging. Imagine I would be handling 33 plus teachers.
Alam ka?
Yes, I was a teacher 3 then, and there were
Wala bang master teacher na?
There was, but I was given the challenge. It was me who was given the
So
challenge.
that means you are good. You are good.
I did not say no. I did not say yes. Maybe they saw something in me
Yes.
that I was trusted to be the OIC at that time. So when our school principal came back to work and then after a few months, eventually retired. I was called by the superintendent back then. It was Lucille Castro. Who told me, "Do you want to be a school head?"
School head.
I was dumbfounded. I was speechless, and I told her, "Could I do it?" Okay, ma'am. If you say so, if you see that I could be a school head, then I would take the challenge. So I was.
No retreat, no surrender.
Yeah, I was assigned in Viviano Alba Elementary School. That was my first school assignment. A multi-grade school back then. Yes, and then after a few years, eventually we had increased our enrollments. And then when it started, it was grade 1 and 2, 3 and 4. There were only 3 teachers, and then later on, our enrollment increased, and then before I left Viviano Alba, I guess there was only one more grade level that was still in the multi-grade class, like 5 and 6. So after 3 years of after 1 year of being at TIC, I was promoted as head teacher.
Head teacher.
Yes, head teacher 3. Then I took the principal's test. Fortunately, I passed. Yes, sir. I passed.
What year was that? That
That was 1999.
Regional led.
Yes, that was. No, it's not. It's already NAIAP, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I guess that was the second year of NAIAP exam. Okay, I took the second year NAIAP exam, so fortunately I passed. I guess I was good.
What is your feeling? Ito na talaga.
Yeah, there was no turning back.
No turning
yes.
back.
Because I really see the future for myself. I mean, I'm a person who really plans out my future, like 5 years, what will happen to me in the next 5 years or 10 years. I am like that. When I was in high school, I was in college, I was jotting down what course to take, what subjects would I make, what subjects would I enroll, what will happen to me when I get to 30 years old, when I become 40 years old.
Pero you really dream of becoming a teacher?
No, sir.
What is your first choice?
Okay. I really wanted to become an engineer, a civil engineer. Unfortunately, my father did not allow me to take civil engineering. I mean, not civil engineering, it's chemical engineering. He does not want me to take chemical engineering because of its disadvantages. I would be exposed to chemicals. He saw how his workmates at PICO looked, and how they felt, how they got sick because of being exposed to that. So that's why he did not want me to. I was so frustrated. Actually, I was so frustrated. I did not like the idea of not really getting into engineering. So I decided, he said, engineering or no, if ever you still want to become an engineer, you'll not go to school. Okay,
Parang
so
take it or leave it.
Yes, take it or leave it. So back in my mind, I said, okay, I will not go to school. But later on, I decided what will happen to me. A lot of people are expecting so much from me. So I really have to go to school. So I told myself, I will enroll na lang in education, na lang. The term was na lang, because I had no choice. But, yeah, I went to college, but that was a calling. I should say that was a calling.
Yes.
I even tried to enroll in accountancy because I really do not like to become a teacher. Yes, but when I saw that, I would have a difficulty enrolling because of a lot of number of enrollees for accountancy. Then I shifted to education. So there I was.
This is really your destiny.
Yes, sir. I should say because when I was in high school, my principal, I really could not forget him telling me, Lucille, you could be a good teacher. I did not know. I did not know what he saw in me for him to say that I could be a good teacher. You know what, sir? My realization was I was like a Jonah. Okay, yeah. God.
Biblical character.
Yes. Okay. God wanted me to go.
To that certain direction.
But I went to the other direction. But He pulled me out. He pulled me out. So He called me here. So I should say, this is where I am because I am to be a teacher, a leader of teachers.
So after passing the principal's test, of course, you became principal.
Yes, sir.
And
Right
then,
away.
eventually, how many years bago ka naging supervisor?
Okay, so I was a principal for 3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
So can you share your experience? Why is it that you decided to climb the ladder of being a supervisor?
I really thank Jupar for that, for the opportunity. I believe she saw something in me that she encouraged me to apply. Because back then, I really just wanted to become a principal. But in my mind, let God take me where I would be more be able to contribute to the department.
Where you can be useful.
I guess where I would grow. So I just let it flow. So that time that when Ma'am Jupar was assigned here, she told me, you applied, and then I filed. So there, I got it.
So you were promoted.
Yes, sir. After 3 years of being a principal.
Can you describe ano yung life as a principal and then as a supervisor?
Okay.
So ano ba yung mga na-miss mo bilang principal?
Okay. What I missed being a principal was that I get to the bottom, I get to the ground.
Grassroots.
Yes. I get to understand what happens in the ground. Because as a principal, I could remember myself going to the barangay, to the barrio, visiting the houses of our children. Because I make it a habit that every morning, I check the attendance. Okay? I check the attendance and finds out who was not in the classroom.
So you miss that routine?
Yes, I miss the routine. Every morning, I visit the classroom, checks on the lesson plans. I do not let the teachers bring the lesson plan in my office. I go to the classroom because I want to see how the teacher is doing, how
That's
the
great.
classes, how the children are doing. I will check the attendance, who is absent, and if I find out who is absent, I go to their house. Yes, sir.
You are doing that even if you are a principal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I could remember that time when I was in Bibiano Alba, then the children would run away. But once they saw me, Ma'am Lucille is already here, then they would run away. I could remember. So I miss those things because I love being with children. No? Yeah, that's the thing that I miss the most.
But your life as a supervisor naman is fulfilling based on your experience.
Right now, yes, sir. Everything naman happens for a reason. So I am happy where I am because God put me here. I know God put me here.
So, where is Lucille Abunales 5 years from now?
Okay. Okay, 5 years from now, I told you I am a futuristic. I see the future. But 5 years from now, I will still be happy serving this City Division. Okay, happy serving where I am and be able to help a lot more teachers grow.
Pero you are willing, for example, God will call you for a higher position.
If it's His will. I always pray for that, sir. I always pray for that. And I understand if it's not His will because the time that I tried,
Oh.
something happened. So I told myself, maybe it's not God's plan. But let's just wait and see.
Baka in the right time darating.
Yes, po. I understand. I
Okay.
know that.
Let us now go to your leadership principles.
Okay.
I'm excited to hear as well as our audience, of course.
Yes, sir.
So can you share to us? Kasi nakita ko sa iyo parang you have a positive mindset. So can you share to us your leadership principle? How do you handle challenges? So what is the principles that you're applying?
As a leader, I always believe that a leader possesses a clear vision.
Yes.
A leader should know where to take the organization to. And
That's the first.
Yes, sir. That's the first. You should set a goal for your organization. You should set a goal for your team. You should understand where you are going to.
Kasi naman, posible, ano ang gusto mong marating kung wala kang vision.
Yes. Okay. That's the first vision setting. Because like I've said earlier, I always plan ahead. I always plan ahead, like 5 years, 10 years, what will happen to me. I shouldn't be doing after these years.
So how about the next?
Okay.
Have the visioning, have a vision. Then the next one is?
The next one is, I guess, the most important. A great leader has to have integrity.
Yes, I agree. 100%.
Yes.
How important integrity to you?
It is very important because if I'm not true to myself and not being honest, my people will not believe me and I will not be able to make them follow me.
Yan ang kailangan natin ngayon.
Yes, and that
Leaders
is,
with integrity.
yes, that is the most valued trait of a leader. One who is
Kung
honest.
mawala ang integrity, wala na lahat sa'yo.
Exactly.
Kahit
sir.
matalino ka, wala na kwenta.
Yes.
Para sa akin. No?
Yes.
So, you should have integrity. What is the next one?
Okay, and a leader should have clear focus. Okay, like I've said, the leader should have a vision and focus on where he or she wants to lead the people to. And also, as a great leader, you should be able to help your people reach their goal.
You should mentor.
Yes, sir.
You should coach your, you should
Yeah.
help. Kasi yung ibang leader, hindi na sila nag-help, nag-reach out.
Because I believe the greatest treasure of an organization is its people. It's its manpower.
Can you share experience wherein you helped your mga workers or subordinates na ma-reach ang kanilang goal?
Yeah, I always remember telling my co-teachers back when I was a principal, if you could not be promoted, promote yourself.
Yes.
What do I mean by that? I want them to upgrade themselves. Study. I am one person who models the value of education. I always go to school. I started school early. I was enrolled for 3 years in kindergarten. Because backpack, yes sir, for kindergarten, in kindergarten.
As a visitor.
As a visitor. Until I was admitted to grade 1. You remember that time? Okay, so I always loved school. So I told them, it's the only thing that you could be upgraded, that you could promote yourself. Upgrade. Empower yourself. Capacitate yourself. So study.
So, meaning you are reaching to your subordinates
Yes, sir, because an organization will not prosper if its people are not capacitated. So I would always believe in that. That's why I said the treasure of an organization is its people. So how will they help you reach your goal if they're not empowered, if they're not performers themselves?
So, vision and then until to that, reaching integrity and then reaching
out.
The next one is
And the last one is courage.
courage.
Okay, and clear focus. I should remember that. Clear focus. Because once you have already your vision, you should focus on your direction.
And courage, how important courage is.
Because at times you will fail.
Yes.
It's inevitable in this vocal world.
Yes.
You face a lot of challenges, so have that courage to move on.
So sometimes courage is, it should emanate from yourself, no?
Yes,
Most of
sir.
the time. So, kailangan you need to be courageous because you have no other choice
Alright,
but to
yes.
fight.
Fight.
Fight
Fight lang.
fight all the challenges that
Yes,
comes
sir.
your way.
Alright.
So, thank you very much, Dr. Lucille, for sharing that, palakpakan naman natin si Dr.
It's
Lucille.
an honor.
Ngayon, we will not end this interview without that explained talk. I'm sure you are familiar. Pwede siyang fill in the blank and you have lot of choices na ibibigay ko.
Okay.
Okay. My first choice is cellphone or laptop. Explain your choice.
Cell phone.
Why?
I don't know. It's in my it's on my bed.
So,
I need to be updated.
yes.
Yeah, I need to be updated. It's the last one that I hold on to before I sleep and the first thing I hold in the morning after praying, of course. Because I need to be updated. As a leader, you have to keep abreast. You have to be updated on what happens around.
Okay. The second question is, my favorite food is?
Oh!
I'm sure it is not a pork.
Yeah, you know that.
It's a no-no.
Chicken for now.
Chicken. What kind of
Anything
Pino?
chicken.
Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Lalong-lalo na yung chicken na native chicken.
Okay, right now. We're addicted to buffalo wings.
Meron dito sa Bislig.
No, we do it on our own.
You do it on your own. Okay. The ideal age for retirement.
I should be there at 60.
Wala na 65. Why?
I have to enjoy life. Yes, sir, because I always remember I always remember telling my co-teachers before that you retire at the age of 60, you still have a chance to enjoy the rest. Right? While you still can walk around, right? Because my idea of retirement is that I have to enjoy life, I have to travel. What if I get too old to travel, I won't be able to ride in the bus? Because
Oh,
I
yes,
get
I
too old.
agree.
Yeah, so that's why I have to retire at 60. God willing.
Okay. If you will be given a chance to travel to the future,
Okay.
what will you do or what will you change in your life or what will you parang gusto mong makamit sa buhay mo if you will be given a chance to travel to the
To the
future?
future. That's
Ano yung mo gusto mong i-achieve? Sweetless siya.
Like I've said, I've always planned for the future. I just want to see myself, my family, my son, my only son, successful in 10 years or in the future. And have a family of his own. He's my only treasure.
You're only one
Yes.
child.
He's the focus of my endeavors now, my efforts. So I could see myself happy as a grandmother in the future.
That's your sana magkaroon ng maraming apo, grandchildren.
And still serving people.
Yes. Okay, my last question to you. Sa Explain Talk, are you a kapuso or kapamilya?
I've always been a kapamilya.
Why?
I could relate to their shows, their stories, their
Yes.
people.
Maganda yung nila, di ba? Mga
Yes.
teleserye.
Yes, sir. I grew up with a kapamilya and I'm avid. Until now, I still watch kapamilya online.
Because you have cable, no?
Yes,
Well, hindi
sir.
sa free TV.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. So are you sad na nawala yung franchise nila? Hindi ka naman apektado.
Hindi naman.
No offense meant sa mga kapuso.
Yes, no offense meant.
For fun lang ito ha, kung ano yung mga choices ni Dr. Abunales.
Yeah, it's just that I grew up with the Kapamilya because it's the only channel that we could watch during our time when we were children, because it's the only channel maybe that could be yes.
Kasi malakas yung signal.
Yeah, I guess.
Ano.
That we could watch. And then now that we have the cable TV, I still watch Kapamilya until now. And now that they're not on free TV, I watch online Kapamilya online through YouTube.
YouTube, yes.
So I'm sorry.
That's for fun lang naman. Okay, thank you very much. Palakpakan natin si Dr. Lucille
Thank you very much,
Abunales.
sir. It's an
Lastly, my question to you is, what is your motto in life na ma-share mo sa mga audience?
Okay. I have to borrow this from John Maxwell. For me, a leader is one who knows the way, leads the way, and shows the way.
Wow, I like that.
Yes.
Knows the way, leads the way. So,
and shows.
talagang nag-lead siya, di ba?
Yes.
And then shows the way.
Yes.
That's new to me, ha?
Okay.
So,
Yeah, it leads to my principle. You have to know you have your vision.
Yes.
You have to lead your people and show them.
yes, wow, thank you. I'm very amazed on our interview this afternoon. Palakpakan natin
Thank you very much.
si Dr. Lucille Abunales for his time, and despite the very short notice.
It's always an honor.
So thank you very much. I really learned a lot. Not only me
Thank
but
you.
our audience.
Thank
So
you
sa
very
iyong
much.
stories, sa iyong leadership principles and your motto. Thank you very much for guesting, and may God bless you. Thank you.